Looks like I might have to start shopping for some fireworks. Alright, going to try the test of the Bauer impact here. Got my torque wrench, and as you can see it's set for 100 foot-pounds, so we'll test it after we break it off. We'll put it back on and take it back off. Well, let's see if it works. Okay, number one comes off. Really? Now I'm just going to go off on the car. That's going to be fun. Let's put this one back on. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go get the remote for the car and turn the alarm off, so I can do this without the car going nuts. That's torque to spec. Let me go grab the alarm remote so this doesn't keep going off as I'm trying to do these tests. That's going to be fun. Okay, hopefully this time the alarm doesn't go off. This one we've done, taken off, put it back on. Let's try this one, see if we can get this one off. And hopefully my newsy neighbor doesn't come back out. Okay, that's two. Always starting by hand. Don't just go buck wild. Let's try another one. It's stuck on here. It's stuck on there. Alright, well, did three. Moved those tray, and they all came off without any issue. Took a little whacking, but they came off. Trying to get where I can get my hand in here without being right next to the car. And I guess that's a conclusive test. Well, as you saw and hopefully heard, the impact seemed to work pretty good. Bauer. Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, for what I paid for the batteries. I'm still waiting for the spare battery for this, by the way. Still showing full charge. I did 3 lug nuts on my Trans Am. They were the 19mm, and used the same socket and the torque wrench, also from Harbor Freight, as you can see. Wonder hopefully if it will focus. There it is. It was set to 100 foot-pounds to torque them back to spec. So never leave these set at their last torque setting. Always dial them back to 0. You don't want to leave them in there, because what will happen is there's springs and whatnot inside the shaft that'll go weird if you leave them under tension. So they might not be accurate when you do need to use them. And with these, there's a little twist nut at the bottom here. You turn that and it locks the arm here. And so you hold it, twist it, and that locks it in place. So if you have any questions, as I pack everything up here, and it's hard for me to do these videos at home. I went out, the alarm went off on the car. I head away from my neighbor. My neighbor's newsy, so not to bitch and moan about neighbors, but some of you probably know about neighbors. You have neighbors you don't get along with. I went out, waited for them because they smoke. I'm not a smoker myself. Don't have anything against smokers, but they were out smoking. I waited till they were done, and 10 minutes later, after they were done, they went out to do the video with the lug nuts. Alarm goes off, so I had to go get the key. I come in, I bring all my equipment in, because it's a little steamy out, and I didn't want to leave the camera sitting in the sun. Besides, I want to leave the camera sitting in the sun, come back out, and it's gone. So bring all my stuff in, come in, get the key, which only took me a couple of seconds to do. I go back out, the neighbor's out there. Now, mind you, in the time that it took me to shoot that segment that you saw, when I was breaking the very first lug nut before the alarm went off, when I attempted the second one, they came out to have a cigarette. So if you just watch that time frame, and I'll probably post it up here what that time frame was. They went back out, so they're a chain smoker and they're newsy, and I just can't stand it. But hopefully, I'm hoping probably a year from now, hopefully before the wedding or after the wedding, to sell this house, get out and get someplace where I actually have my own private space where I can sit and do, videos for you guys and girls, and not have the interruptions. And that's one of the reasons why I don't do videos outside of the house. It's a little difficult to do because you set up all the camera equipment and stuff, and then people that you don't associate with are outside watching you for no reason. So there's that. But yeah, the set that I got here from Harbor Freight has the protective sleeve on it. As you can see, it'll turn inside that sleeve, and that was the 19mm for that one. And I ended up putting marks on them, so I knew which one goes to what car. If you have any questions, if you want to see it done on something else, I have a Ford Explorer. I'm assuming the torque pound spec on the nuts on that are probably going to be 100 also. I didn't think it was necessary to do other vehicles other than like a semi truck, which I don't have access to see if it would break that loose. But there's that. Other than I don't have anything else to say. If you have any questions, comments, if you saw anything that I did wrong in the video, any suggestions of things to try. Now, I remind you, I'm not going to be pulling the wheel apart and trying to pull an axle nut off. Don't have a need to do that. Not going to go create a problem to demonstrate the functionality of the impact, but hopefully in future videos I'll bring you guys along if I do get to use the Bauer. And so far it works pretty good. I thought holding it while it's doing its impact in motion was going to be jarring to my hand. It was actually quite pleasant. It was just like holding a regular drill. If you use just a regular battery drill, actually, you know what, let me go grab one. It would be almost like using one of these guys. And this is an old one. This still has the old 18 volt batteries in it. I bought this as part of a set when I bought the house over 8 years ago. This is the second set of batteries that I purchased for this, because the original ones just got to the point where you charge them up and like 20 minutes later they were dead. But the controls are similar to the impact, or the impacts are similar to the drills. You have the forward and reverse buttons here, the trigger there. Oh, excuse me, bad gas. There's no light on this, but you know, for what it's worth. And this has seen numerous jobs. I also had a Sawzall that came with this, and a circular saw that came with this. I've used those as well, and they came in handy. But this isn't a Ryobi review. Other than that, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Enjoy your summer. I have some time off coming up. I will try to shoot a lot of videos during that time, take you along on some adventures and whatnot. And oh, I hit 200 subscribers the other day, but it has to hold at 200 or more by July 4th. Looks like I'm gonna have to start shopping for some fireworks. Thanks for watching.